Welcome back to BLB football, man. It's been a long time coming. We now in season 2 of Madden 18. The stakes are high. We got a lot of good teams ready to ball, man. And we just gonna kick it off with our first show of the season, man. Here I got my guest, my host, should I say, TGG in the building. What's up,
What's up?
TG?
What's up? What's up?
Oh man, nothing much, man. Nothing much. Been a lot going on, man. These last 2 seasons. We got a lot to talk about, man.
Most definitely, most definitely. We got to discuss what we doing. The top 10.
Well, we're gonna talk about the power rankings, then we're gonna go through these different divisions, man, and talk about who we think are the strongest divisions, the weakest divisions, the
Strongest
weakest
conference.
conference, the weakest conference. Give an in-depth analysis on what's going on in BLB football, man.
All right. Let's start with the power rankings first.
Hey,
Number
let's start
10.
with the power rankings. Number 10, what we got? The Las Vegas Redskins, man. My team.
Well, I mean, tell us about your team. You
Well,
number
yeah.
10.
Well,
Power rankings.
I thought you had something smart to say, man. Well,
I don't got that. I mean, you're
well,
not in the playoffs as of now, but you in the power
I
rankings.
mean, my team lives in the power rankings. We live in the playoffs. We are a consistent team, man. We 2-1 right now. Last week we gave up a big game to the Cowboys. Shout out to him. He started doing some more money plays. He got off of YouTube, but we'll talk about that part later. Um, but man, my team. I got a new quarterback. I'm happy about that trade. I got rid of Tyrod Taylor ass. We got him out the building. He's no longer in our program. Sent him over there to the Lions, and we got
And I
Kaz.
appreciate that. I appreciated that last week.
And we got Kaz out of the deal, man. A young stud, and he's a superstar in the making, man. Last week, actually, last game, I had my first game where I completed 100 yards of passing. Before then, I was negative in passing yards. So, it's a step in the right direction. We didn't win the ball game. It didn't quite go the way we wanted the things to go, but all in all, we played pretty good football. The defense is lacking. It's not the same defense that we had last year. They're not being as productive. My linebackers are old and slow. But we putting our money out there, man. Our picks. We're trying to get us some better linebackers out there that's gonna play ball for us. Other than that, though, man, I think we're a solid team. We're gonna go deep in the playoffs as always. You know.
I, I saw you trying to get some linebackers. I don't know who you got them from, but I saw that.
You got some
I,
linebackers for me?
I ain't got no linebackers. I ain't got nothing but some old people.
Man,
Got
you
some
ain't got
rookie
shit.
rookie.
And then you
I
want
don't
too
got
much when
that
you do
big.
have something, man.
I do even trade. Even trade.
Well, that's enough about my team because we're gonna talk about my team all season because we're gonna consistently be in the power rankings. But let's talk about the number 9 team, man. The number 9 team, Buckshot. What is this team called? The Thunderbirds.
The
Toronto
Thunderbird.
Thunderbirds, I believe is what they call.
Okay, he didn't beat up on he got what is it, 2-1?
2-1
So
right now, formerly known as the Vikings.
Who did he lose to? Oh, he lost to the Orbit. And he not even having a good season. He won 1-1, right?
That's crazy,
That-
yeah.
oh, that's, that's
So
that's the only loss he got, but he did beat up on the Pearl last week.
yeah, and that's a good quality win. Well, you know what? I wouldn't even say that's a quality win, because being honest, man,
That's
Pearl.
that,
But the Packers shouldn't even been in the Super Bowl last year. I don't know how the hell he creeped into that Super Bowl with that team that he has, man. He's in total rebuilding stage. This is not Madden 17.
rebuilding.
He's rebuilding. You don't think so?
I don't think he rebuilt. I mean, his defense is
It's
got the
last, his damn near
he got
last place.
because, but he didn't play. Okay, I was week 1, and we literally combined between this. I know we
Like
I know we had
700
about
damn
500.
yards.
But no, we had about 600, but 500 was rushing. We didn't even pass the ball like that.
I understand that, and then again, I mean, speaking of you ain't really shit. So I mean,
Hey
the
man,
man is rebuilding, man. Can we agree on that? We can't agree on that.
you think he
I
rebuilding?
think if you look at his team, man, he has a super young team right now. He's in the rebuilding stage. He had 18 draft picks last year. He got rid of a lot
Yeah.
of guys. He brought a lot of new guys in. He wasn't a team that was expected to go. We all know that Pearl's a good player. We all know that he's been to multiple Super Bowls in previous leagues. But I don't think he should have went last year. And the Thunderbirds is one of the teams that let him off the hook, I believe. in the playoffs that could have stopped him from going. And let's talk about the Thunderbird. That's who our focus should be on anyway.
Yeah, I mean they playing real good. They got Fournette. I believe they got the rookie.
He just acquired Fournette, right?
Yeah, I believe they just got him. Well, I could be having that trade back, because I know it was Lamar Miller involved in it. I don't know if they took they received Lamar Miller, or they gave him up. But I know they have, as I'm looking at it right now, they have Fournette on their roster.
And something else that might have made the change for the Thunderbirds, who gave him a turnaround season after week 2 when he lost to the Orbits, was that he got rid of his starting quarterback.
Who was his starting quarterback?
Deshaun Watson, man. Deshaun Watson is
no, but he gone to the Gunners, right?
He gone to the Gunners, and he got steaming Willie Beeman. Hey, formerly known as Warren Moon Jr. from the Gunners. So they exchanged some picks and exchanged quarterbacks, and he got a good feel for Willie Beeman last game. Actually, Willie Beeman had a perfect game.
14 for 14.
He was 14 for 14, yeah. 14 for 14, man. You can't ask for much more out of a quarterback.
You can't.
Yeah, 14 for 14 for 164 and 1 touchdown. So, he did his thing. And also, he did acquire Lamar Miller. That's who he got.
Okay, so now he got Fournette and Miller?
No, I think he got rid of Fournette.
Okay.
I think Fournette went to the Lions, if I'm not mistaken. I think Fournette went to the Lions.
Right. I played the Lions.
Exactly. And even Lamar Miller, so this lets you know the value of his trades that he did, man. Lamar Miller came right in and had an awesome game. He had 19 attempts for 131 yards, 1 touchdown, and then Willie Beeman had 14 for 14 for 164 and 1 touchdown. So, I mean, they both came right in and made big-time plays.
Got a big victory. Burrow is never rebuilding to me, because he made it to the Super Bowl. So if you get that victory, that's a good victory under your belt.
I mean, it is a good victory in your belt. And to be honest, Pearl is struggling right now. He can't throw the ball. He's just like me. We can't throw the ball right now, man. So,
but that's not. I don't think that's just you two. So I think that's everybody. You see what I'm saying? But we'll get to that.
True. So
I think that's everybody.
Well, let's get back Thunderbirds real quick so we can move on, man. We don't want to give him too much time. Again, right now he's in the division over there with the Lions, the Packers. So, and who else is over there? Lion, Packers, Vikings, or the formerly known Vikings, which is Thunderbirds, and the Bears, right?
Yeah, Larry
Jizzle. So, I think he's going to come out on top in that division this year.
You think so?
I think so, man. He's a pretty decent player. Right now, his defense is ranked 15th, which is still kind of early to be kind of ranking defenses and offenses. But, we don't have enough body of work to really talk about, how good their defense is and how good their offense really are, because they don't have a lot of body of work yet. But he's 15th right now in yards allowed, 10th in rushing yards allowed, 25th in passing yards, and they only scoring 14 points a game on him. And I think what's keeping him alive is the fact that his offense is scoring 23 points a game, averaging 23 points a game.
He's playing good, man. So well deserved.
Yeah. So I mean, he has some good games coming up. Some real tests, and it will show. If he's going to be a consistent player, or if he's just going to be a flop in that division. But I pretty much think he's going to have that division, man, and we shall see, because he has a game this week against the Gunners, who is also in the rebuilding stage. So I don't even know if we can count that as a quality win or not.
The Gunners 2-1. He in the playoffs.
He's 2-1, but we'll get to that division over there in a second, man. We'll talk about that.
Sneak up on you, man. Y'all let some of these people sneak up on people saying they just rebuilding. These rebuilding. I know I am, but some of these teams, they got some players on there, man. But anyway, let's get to number.
You're gonna be rebuilding for 10 years, man.
Stop. Number 8.
Number 8.
That's,
we got number 8.
That's the Saints, right?
The Saints, big homie. Big homie is 3-0 right now, man. I can't believe this shit. Like, what the hell? 3-0, man. I can't believe this, man. What the hell is big homie doing over there to have him 3-0?
He been playing defense, man. And that's been, he haven't had a home game this season, I don't believe so.
No home game, so he's been on the road kicking ass.
I mean, he beat up on the 2 division foes, Tampa Bay and
the
Carolina. Yeah, and what Carolina? That's you. What is he doing, man?
Man, I don't know, man. He's having hard times over there in Carolina, man. The damn quarterback situation with him. Teddy Bridgewater just can't get right, man. So, Until he gets Teddy Bridgewater right, I don't think he's going to have a winning season. Until
Gotta
that
get
happens,
off.
man. But if you look at, the Saints is a perfect example. He comes in at number 8. But let's check out his body of work. He played against the Buccaneers, who barely didn't make the playoffs last year. No, he barely escaped not making the playoffs because
That's a good team, though, man.
they are a solid team. They are a solid team. So I give him that victory. He won that game by 3. The next week he played the Eagles. Okay, 10-6. I mean, the Eagles are a flip-flop team. The Eagles in my division, so I know what he's capable of. He was a almost playoff team as well, but he didn't quite make it. And then he played the Panthers, who was also they was in the toilet bowl last year. So I mean, like.
So you saying so next week he got let's
he had the Falcons, and that's a toss up.
He got the Steelers. He got 2 winless teams coming up before his
Yeah.
bye.
So I mean, like, can we really give this guy the credit to say that he's good?
I mean, his defense been playing good
His defense is number 1 right now, by the way.
That's what I'm saying.
Defense
So what's
is
going
number
on?
1, and he's ranked in the top. Go ahead.
Only giving up 100 yards a game total.
Yeah, that's something to say right there, man. That's something to say. 46 passing yards, 54 rushing yards per game. Damn. And then you look at him on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, he's rushing real good. The passing game is weak. His points scored per game is kind of weak.
Game. I mean, he's middle of the pack in the league almost.
Man, I think we're giving this guy too much credit, and I don't think he's going to finish where he's starting. I don't think he's going to be
3-0 right now.
He'll be a playoff team. The division is trash.
So you don't think the Buccaneers can win that division?
I think they can, just because I know he can beat Big Homie.
Okay.
I think he could beat Big Homie. But you got to pay attention to something. Big Homie made a lot of moves as well. The Saints, he acquired a lot of players. He did a lot of moving around.
And he's 3-0 right now. The schedule paid off.
But I mean, come on, man.
It paid off for him. It paid off for him.
And let me tell you this. And this just proves my point. If you go and check the strength of schedule, he has the weakest fucking schedule in the league.
Oh, I looked at it already.
Him and the Bucks, they're in the same division. His schedule is a negative 103 points, man. That is piss poor. Like, I mean, hell. Look at his teams. Look who he's about to play. He got the Falcons next, then the Steelers, then he has the Falcons again, the Panthers, the Browns, or the Condors, or whatever they call their damn selves. Then he has Tampa Bay, then the Giants. Then he gets into a little bit of his schedule. He got the Ravens, the Bengals, and the Bengals. The Bengals is a sleeper team to me, if you ask me. He's 0-3, but
Bengals, they 0-3.
They 0-3, but he's a solid player though. He's a solid player. I can't take that away from him. But just giving you the next 6 games that this guy has to play, they all games he should win. And I mean, I can't really say how good this guy can really be, man. I just don't know yet. No, it's up in the air right now on the Saints, man. I just don't know.
It's his division to lose, though.
It is his division to lose because there's no competition in that division, none. The Falcons you can't count on to show up. The Bucks. I mean, the Bucks, he good. Killer Fee is gonna be good. He's gonna play his games, and he's gonna come. He's gonna show up to play, and he's gonna have to bring his A game. So the Bucks is the only one who give him a competition in that division. And the Panthers, you can't count on them right now, man, because I mean, his quarterback situation is just bad.
You gotta get a quarterback, man. You gotta hit the draft.
Hey, so if you listening, Panthers. Hey, some people giving out some quarterbacks, man. You need to start making some trades and stop holding on to those picks, because that's his problem. He love to hold on to those picks.
He got picks right now? I need to get in contact.
Yeah, he got plenty of picks. He don't trade. He got plenty of picks. It's like he be hoarding them picks, man. Don't want to let them go. Well, let's move on, man. The number 17. Number 17.
Is the Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs, yeah.
Am I mistaken? This is the AFC East. We finally got one of these. I believe all those teams are on the list, right? If I'm not mistaken. So
yeah.
This is the first entry at number 7.
Now we got some that didn't make it.
Oh, which one of them didn't make it?
Ooh, Super Bowl champions.
The Blues?
Super Bowl champions. We'll get to them later.
Well, okay. So we have the Chiefs at number 7. Pretty stacked, man. Team, you got a 3-headed monster. You got Rodgers, You got Bell, and you got wide open. You know what I mean? So, I mean, he's doing his thing. Very potent offense. I mean, 25 points a game. Number one in passing yards at 266. He actually is the only player or only team in the league averaging over 200 yards passing the game.
That's crazy.
Nobody else has over 200 yards passing the game.
That's crazy. I tell you what, we need to all go sit down and take his class. I don't know what the hell he's doing over there in Kansas City to allow this son of a bitch know how to throw this ball like this, man. I don't get it. I don't get it.
You know what I mean? But it's his strength though, because if you look around, if you look at his other numbers, he's only getting 55 yards rushing per game.
Yeah.
So he's pretty pass heavy. If you can somehow minimize the passing or get to his quarterback or you know what I mean, stay on the receivers or whatever, hey, you may have a chance. You know what I'm saying? So right now,
I mean, is it the fact that he has Aaron Rodgers?
Could be. I mean, most people don't have a quarterback of that ilk. So, hey, could be. I mean, he blew out Denver 44 to nothing.
Embarrassing.
You know what I mean? But then he lost to the Diablos.
From the NFC team, huh? Okay.
Yeah, NFC team. So I mean, he beat he beat a team from NFC West in the Seahawks, and he lost to a team from the NFC West. So he's had in those first three games, I can say he's had three legitimate opponents. In those first three games, the Seahawks, the Steelers, and the Diablos. He's 2-1 right now. Coming up with the Shamrocks next week, then the Bengals, then the Ravens. So hey, man,
you got a pretty tough schedule.
I mean, his season can go. He could be looking at 5-1 or 4-2, or somewhere at 3-3, 2-4.
And that's the thing about his team in that division, man. They really don't have no room in that division for losses, man. You.
I'm looking at it right now. He literally has no room for losses.
None.
His schedule is like it's what is it?
He has one of the toughest schedules in the league.
He has to because he come out in week 9. He got the Blues, and then he go on a bye week, and then week 11 he got the Blues again. Then he backdoor with the Broncos. So
yeah.
It's gonna be a tough schedule, man.
Yeah, and what's crazy is right now, you know, we talk about the Super Bowl champions, man. They're number 3 in that division, if not 4th in that division. But that's a winning division, and we have to say that's the best division over there in the AFC side. That's going to always be a battle over there. But I do think that guy is in last place, the Blues. But we'll talk about that later.
You think he's last place in that division?
I believe so, man. If I'm not mistaken. He's
the third team. The third team based on the statistics. But when it's all said and done, do you think he gonna win that division?
Do I think the Chiefs gonna win that division?
Do you think? No, you said the Blues is last place in that division.
To be honest,
when it's all said and done, is he going to win that division?
I think he is gonna win that division. I don't think Kansas City can stop him. They didn't stand a chance last year in the playoffs. I think he steamrolled their ass in the playoffs. But I will say Kansas City is one of the teams that has beat him before.
Okay.
So that's always a possibility, especially if he come out there and stop that run. If he stops that run, then Blaze is gonna be up shit creek. But on the flip side of that, if he stops that passing, if Blaze stops that passing, then Kansas City's gonna be up shit creek, even though he has a damn running back.
But he don't use him as a running back like that either. He keep him as a spread option kind of threat, throwing the ball a couple times, and he only run by necessity, not a part of his game plan for what I'm seeing.
And based on strength of schedule, man, if I look on the website here, Kansas City has the toughest schedule in the league.
That's what I'm saying.
They have the toughest schedule in the league, man. How the hell does he play the Blues back to back?
He got a bye week
in between them. Damn.
That's what I'm saying. So right there, he could literally, because then he played them back to back, then he played midnight. So I mean, if you lose to them 2 and then you lose to midnight, that's the 3-game losing streak. He got the Ravens on the schedule also. Yeah. And the Ravens about that, which is the next team in the power ranking, right? That's number 6, right?
That's number 6. Can we go and get to them?
Yeah, he didn't shook back this year, man.
Yeah. The damn Ravens. Tweety.
5 points a game?
Damn, is it?
He only giving up 5 points a game?
Hey, you know what? He caught himself in a dog fight, man. I can't lie. The 3 games he played, they haven't been easy games for him.
He beat the Blues.
Yeah, he beat him.
And then he mud stumped the Panthers. Because everybody doing that lately. And then he got the Bengals 13-3. So
but that's what I'm saying. If you go back and look at that Bengals game, because I watched that game, that 13-3 is misleading, man. The game was 3-3 all the way to the damn fourth quarter. So he didn't even break out. Yeah, he didn't break out to the fourth quarter and got those points.
Okay.
So it ain't like he just been balling out. Even with he kind of whooped Blaze ass. He beat the Blues up pretty bad. But the Bengals, which is my sleeper team, man, you know he's 0-3. He plays damn good defense. He just can't figure out that offense yet. But you know that's neither here nor there. He's not in the top 10, so we're not gonna waste too much breath on the Bengals. But I do have confidence that he can be a good player. He's just in a tough ass situation over there. Those Bengals in this division.
I feel like the Ravens have pretty much, in my personal opinion, which I could be wrong. Hey, it's just my opinion. He's 3-0 right now. He is no other team in his division with a win.
That's
so he's
crazy.
The only person that has a win in that division.
That's crazy.
Everybody else 0-3, 0-3, 0-3, and I'm surprised that Bizzle is 0-3.
Hey,
so what's
you know
going
what?
on?
Bizzle's story, man. Hey, he been chasing ass since the beginning of time. That's getting old now. You know, you made it to the AFC Championship last year. Hell no, it can't be. He made it to the AFC Championship last year with the same story. I just think that, people has figured his game out. They know he's going to do verticals the whole game. We know what we need to stay in. We know he's going to throw to McCaffrey. Yeah, we know he's going to throw to McCaffrey out the backfield if he can't get you out the verticals. So, I mean, hell, he's just one-dimensional, man. It's nothing to it to stop him, and everybody's understood that that's played him so far this year, and that's why he's been getting dominated. And and it's just making it easier for the Ravens, man. The Ravens are going to walk through this damn division. He's going to steamroll everybody in there. But
that's what it's seeming like. So, hey, unless it's some kind of meltdown that happens, and he able to shake, and Bizzle able to shake back, you say the Bengals are a sleeper team, and I'll take your word for it. I haven't watched. I don't believe I saw. I think I saw 2 of his games. So,
I'm trying to tell you, watch the boy play. He plays damn good football. He's just not quite good on offense as yet, but defense he's pretty damn solid, man. But I don't think he's gonna win that many games, but he could destroy somebody's playoff hopes, and I would hate to see him inside one of these bowl games at the end of the season versus somebody, because I do believe he'll beat him in a head-to-head match. That's just how I feel about it. But the Ravens, though, if you go back and look at the Ravens schedule, they play some tough teams, but they have the worst damn schedule in the league. Right next to who else we say had the worst schedule? One of the worst schedules. The Saints. So he has. I tell you what, the Saints are ranked number 3. The Tampa Bay is ranked number 2, and the Ravens are ranked number 1 with the worst schedules in the league.
How did he get? But that's his division.
That's his division.
Got nobody with a victory over there. You know what I'm saying? So
nobody. And all these AFC guys, they like to brag on the AFC. They talk all the shit about the AFC this, the AFC that. We just got all the dominant teams. But when you just look at it, there's only one dominant conference. Division.
I agree.
Only one dominant division.
AFC West, and everybody else got one team, and then it's just everybody else in the division is faltering.
Yeah.
I agree 1,000%.
The end of the season should tell all, though. So and it's coming. So we will see. We shall see.
Now, number 5 is who? The Mexico City Diablos.
Mexico City Diablos.
That's my division. I took me an L this year. So
that's one of our new owners, man. Boss Payne.
Yeah,
Boss
I want
Payne.
to talk about something else to say the wrong name. But yeah, you know what I mean? Solid player, real good player. Like I say, he blessed me over the head this year. He got a close victory over the Chiefs. You know what I mean? A pretty convincing victory over the Lions. So he's played pretty good, only giving up 6 points a game. You know what I mean? Been making a lot of moves, trying to get better. You know what I'm saying? He he has a lot of pieces on offense, but it seemed like he's trying to make moves or whatnot to either maneuver those pieces. I don't know what he's trying to do. But, I mean, like at the end of the year, I mean, did he make it to the NFC Championship last year?
Yes, and that's the thing. He let me down in the NFC Championship, man, because I had big hopes for him. And, you know, I really thought he was going to be in that Super Bowl. And I don't know how the hell he let Pearl do him like he did.
I mean, he's a good player, 3-0. But, I mean, hey, sometimes, you play somebody and you get to play him, and I think Pearl just figured him out pretty soon. And it wasn't too much he can do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
we'll see, like I said.
And if you listen to Boss Payne, man, Boss Payne will tell you, hey, I play off your defense. Off your offense. So my defense is going to play based on your offense, and that's how I'm going to play my game. And just in that particular game, he couldn't get his offense to adjust to Pearl's defense and his defense to adjust to Pearl's offense, and it just went all the way left for him. And then, you know, Pearl got to that Super Bowl and embarrassed the NFC.
I don't even remember what the score was.
Hey, 33 to nothing, I believe.
No, it wasn't.
Hey, Pearl beat this guy, Mexico City Diablos. He beat him like 30-something to nothing. And then the Pearl took his ass to the championship and got beat 33 to nothing or some shit like that.
Yeah, was it something to 0? No, it wasn't.
I believe so, man. I don't think he scored a point. I don't think he scored. If he did, he scored a point. And I can tell you. I'll tell you right now what it was.
Pearl ain't going to do that. I don't believe the Pearl would do that, man. You tripping.
Hey, Pearl beat the dog shit out of him. Matter of
Pearl
fact,
went
it
over
was
there.
37-3.
37-3 in the NFC Championship.
37-3 in the NFC Championship.
That's believable.
And then Pearl went over there and got us embarrassed. But I mean, you know, it's a new season. We can't, you know, worry about what happened last year. We gotta just focus on what's going on.
It'll be all right. So Mexico City, we got it. In the NFC West, I think we got a pretty solid division. In my opinion, it's myself. We have the Diablos. We have the Seahawks, which is, like I said, they were 2-5, 2-4 last year. They ended up making the playoffs. So they're a real quality team, a tough team with an awesome defense, man. The defense is going to get you rolling again. Yeah. They got a player over there with 10 sacks. We'll get to that later. So, we got fantastic, I believe, it's the 49ers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just it's a pretty solid division. So
and you know what? And I'll tell you what, 49ers record is misleading because he's a better player than what his record shows. He's another one of those guys.
The best player.
Yeah, he's another one that plays a lot better than what his record displays, man. But, you know, it's a pretty solid division over there. It's one of the stronger divisions in the NFC.
Sometimes the ball bounced the wrong way.
There you go. Now, you might not agree with me with this, but Mexico City owns that division.
I don't believe that.
That man owns that division.
You got me.
You're not going to beat him.
I'm going to put that's a lie. I'll put this on record.
You're not going to beat him.
He isn't better than the Seahawks.
Huh?
He's not better than him.
He's not better than the Seahawks. Okay.
He's not better than the Seahawks.
Hasn't he beat the Seahawks already this year?
I don't know. They haven't played, I don't think. But I know he isn't better than him. He doesn't play better defense than him, and he doesn't have a more composed offense. Like, now, if he gets up on you, he can play and he can do all that stuff and get it going. Mm-hmm. But, it's just like some stuff can be misleading, man. But he's a good player, awesome player, leading division in the playoffs right now, undefeated. So, I haven't beat him. No. So I can't say that, but my personal opinion, I played him, I lost. One of our games that, he can make it seem like whatever he want to make it seem like. He literally knows what occurred. It was only one blowout. Everything else was like about 7 points. He got a wheel route on a 83 speed safety out of nowhere. So it was just bullshit like that. But you got the victory. Salute you, kudos. But like I said, the Seahawks, in my opinion,
is the best team in that division.
Not the best team in the division.
Oh,
I don't think that's what defined
you. Bias ass off it. Come on, man.
Hey, man.
You ain't gonna win shit, man. Come on,
man. I'm not saying I'm the best team in the division because it's not an easy division. We all can't play an easy division.
Are you right?
So, it's a quality division. This division is not going to be figured out until at least it's week 4 right now. We need to at least week 12 or week 13 where you even know, because I think we all play each other at the end of the year.
I'm calling it now. This guy is going to win that division. And I'm going to tell you what gives him a helping hand. The guy has the highest rated damn team in the game. Really. I mean, last season he did, and this season his team is rated a 92. So he has a lot of damn good pieces.
But that don't mean nothing. You know about ratings. That shit
don't mean shit. Cause I tell you what, my team is 92 rating right now too. They ain't doing a goddamn thing over there.
Listen, man, I traded him. The Diablos. I traded him Brandon Cooks. So I traded him Brandon Cooks, and I got the free safety that I'm starting right now. I got him back. I got a first rounder and I got a second rounder. So I mean, he got Cooks. He want Beckham. Saying, what will I trade for him? He wants the pieces to make the illusion that he gonna use them like that. But Cooks isn't gonna push you over the top. He rated high, but it's nothing that he gonna do. He's too small.
You'd be crazy to get that Joker, the damn Beckham. He can get in the same division as you.
Oh nah, he ain't getting it, but he got Cooks because I couldn't pass to him.
Oh, game alert! We have a big game that's going on right now as we speak, man. And I wish we could tune into it and check it out. We had the Thunderbirds versus the Gunners, man. They going live right now.
Oh, they about to play right now?
They playing right now, man. Sam Jeff versus Buckshot U, man. I think that's how you say his damn name. But yeah, they about to square off right now, man. So we gonna see. That team you've been talking about, them Gunners, are they really good?
I think Sam Jeff is built something. Okay. My opinion.
You shall see. He ain't played nobody yet, but okay.
Didn't he go to like 3 or 4 AFC championships or something of that? Yep, some of that kind of number.
This shit was weak last year though. So I mean, I don't know. I can't really count that. But.
So all right, we'll see. But look, number 4 in the power rankings.
There you go. The London Monarchs, another new owner. Man. Another new owner. That was the previous team was the Raiders.
Oakland Raiders.
It was Oakland Raiders. So now he took his team over to London, over there with you, and he said he want a piece of that pie, man. And right now, he's making London look real good.
Hey man, he's been playing well. I mean, he's in a tough division. So I don't know.
One thing I'm gonna say about this team, man. When I noticed when the guy came into the league, man, he shook a lot of things up over in the AFC. I don't think those guys understood what was happening to them at first, because he came in dominating. He came in winning all his games. He came in undefeated. And then all of a sudden, he just fell off the map. The guy disappeared. He started missing games. He had to work a lot. And then it just kind of threw his season in the loop. And then he didn't make the playoffs. And I really, truly think if this guy was focused and he made those playoffs, that we may have seen another Super Bowl champion besides the Blues.
So okay. Now, the statement has been made. So you saying this team has Super Bowl capabilities?
I think they have Super Bowl capabilities, man.
So he's 3-0 right now.
3-0 right now.
He played. His next 5 games.
If he plays all of his games, I'm saying it right now on record. If he plays all his games, he's probably going to win that division.
Now listen to this. No, you made that statement. His next 5 games is Diablos, Seahawks, Blues, Ravens, and then Blues again. So what is his record after 8 games?
8-0.
He's gonna be 8-0.
8-0.
I hope he is. Shit, that's 2 of my division people.
Hey, you know what? I might be putting too much faith in this guy, and I don't really. I'm basing this off of watching him play about 5 or 6 games last season. Like I said, check this out. He missed about 3 games last year, and maybe 4, and maybe one of them got sent to a fair sim or something. But he damn near still made the playoffs. He was 10-6. And them, all those losses came off of either a fast sim, and I think he lost one. Either fast sim or he didn't make the game. He missed the game. And I believe he just lost 1 game. But I think he's one of the ones that beat the Blues also last year.
Okay, didn't he play? Wasn't he playing the Jets this morning? Excuse me.
He played the Jets this morning, was it? I believe so.
What did he play? He played somebody.
I believe he embarrassed the Jets too.
Yeah, 45-3 or something like that.
Oh, but you
So,
know
hey,
what?
man,
You know
he got a
what?
potent offense.
I gotta take it back. And I don't know if I gotta. I don't. You know what? I don't know if they played week 6 or not. Of last season, because not the Pearl, but Blaze beat them 33-13 last season, and I don't know if that was a fair sim game or a forced win game or not. I can't really say, because he lost that one. He lost to the Chiefs. I think that was all forced wins.
Hey, man.
But we shall
Right
see.
now,
He blew out the Shamrocks last season. Shit, he barely
hey,
beat
he
me.
playing. He playing good, man. He's 3-0. I mean, I can't say anything here. The offense has been potent. Patrick Mahomes, or however you want to say his name, been playing great. He got David Johnson, so he got a 1-2 little combo with actually got a 3-headed monster with Mike Evans out there, and he isn't racking up the receptions, but the fact that he's out there is keeping defenses honest. So you know what I mean? He's been playing awesome, man. I don't have anything negative to say. Defense has been impactful. You know what I mean? You got Dante Fowler with 6 sacks already this season. So hey, keep playing, man. He's 3-0 in one of the toughest divisions in the league. So hey, keep doing what you do. You're doing something right.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Like I said, I think he's gonna go far, man. He just got to keep his head on straight and play the damn games.
That's all it takes. Number 3, we got where he at? Where the Shamrock at? Where is he at? Dublin or some shit?
Dublin, yeah, he's somewhere.
Yeah. The Shamrock. The shit talk Shamrock.
What the hell made him want to be a Shamrock?
I don't know what the hell that whole thing. I don't know. Did he press the wrong button or some shit when they was off? He put together the most awkward ass team name I've ever seen. I've never seen that. And why would you want to be a Shamrock? But I don't know. But anyway, I don't know what he was thinking about when he did that. But he is 3-0.
3-0.
So he believes like he the best in the league right now. His schedule say he giving up 1 point a game. So 1 point a game. Who the hell been on his schedule?
1 point a game.
Man, so he played the Gunners, the Texans, and Eagles. That's not a good stack. I don't know if that's.
I think he's another one with a horrible strength of schedule.
He got to, because he played the Chiefs next, but then he got the Jaguars, the Orbits, the Texans, the Giants, and the Colts. So he don't get to one winning team. Right now, if you just look at his schedule, he only plays the Cowboys undefeated, you 2-1. So he only played in the Chiefs. So right now, if you just look at his schedule, he played 4 winning teams. Everybody else done 500.
Damn, that's on the schedule left for the teams he done played so far.
I mean, on the total schedule, if you just looked at his whole schedule, this week 4 right now, he only got 4 winning teams on there. Got a lot of teams that are over that haven't won a game.
So that's what I'm saying. So I think we be giving this AFC too much damn credit, man. Because he's another one with a super negative ass strength of schedule, -56.
That the AFC South is not. I expected more from Moore. What's going on with Moore?
Man, I don't know, man. Moore, it takes Moore a little while to figure out the game. Once he gets on YouTube enough, he'll figure things out.
Man, he ain't been right since he had Megan or something. Shit, he ain't done nothing. I appreciate that trade, so hopefully I can bring that pick down, because I gave him a first rounder for Gurley. But like I told him, man, that's not you don't use running back.
Yeah.
We know what your offense is. Your offense is spread them out and toss the ball. So you wasting Gurley out there. You're not doing that with him.
Nah, you ain't doing shit with him right now.
But I mean, like he was making the playoffs every year on 17.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he had built a real solid team over there on 17, and he got good in his division. Started figuring out Madden a lot. And Madden, I tell you what, Madden was a whole lot easier to play last year versus this year.
Oh, nah, yeah, this year's a month. Well, like we haven't got into it yet, but if you don't know how to run the ball, you struggling.
Hell yeah, you struggling.
You struggling.
That passing shit there is just ridiculous, man.
But these zones are crazy, man. Like, you cannot get the ball. You can't get the ball. You can't get out the zone. It's like it's super. It's like super close for everything. So it's hard to even get. Even if you got a fast receiver or a receiver with high acceleration or a good jump, you still cannot get through these zones and make these plays, man, because they're not holding on to the balls. All this stuff. So you have to have a legitimate running game. Like if you don't have one, you're out. You look. Besides the Chiefs, like I said, if you don't have a running game, like your offense is struggling.
Yeah, big time. And you know, I mean, that holds true for a lot, and that's probably the reason why Blaze won the championship, because his running game is so strong, and the other guys that he played, their running games wasn't that strong. They relied heavily on the pass, and so once that was taken away from him, they had nothing else to go to. So maybe he's going to continue to dominate that conference until he plays a more balanced team that can stick in there for the long run and really beat him.
You gotta. It's like I feel like the game changed to where you actually have to play legitimate football. Like it's not gonna give you the big play off the bat. Like it makes you grind it out. You know, be consistent, punt the ball if you have to. Don't just go for it on fourth down. You know, things of that sort, to where you playing a good, high quality game, getting field position, and then you can break it open. Because a lot of games end up being close through halfway through the fourth quarter, and then it may be a 23 game for somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you get a pick six because somebody trying to throw the ball, or you get a strip sack or something like that. You know what I mean? But a lot of games have been close, like legitimate 3-3 games or 10-7 games, and the outcome looks a little bit different, but the game wasn't like this. You know what I'm saying? So.
Hey man, and that just brings us back to, you know, to close out on these Shamrocks, man. He's one of those teams. He talks a lot of shit, and you know, he backs it up in his division, and I think he's gonna win that division hands down. There's no competition.
You think so?
I think there's no competition over there for him. Who he has in this division? The Texans are not doing any damn thing. Dirty is playing a little bit better, but I don't think he's playing good enough to beat him. The Colts, I think the coach is pretty good, but I don't know how long he's even gonna last in the league. So I mean, hell, he's the only one that's over there good, really. I mean, let's just dominate that division. There's nothing else over there. And based on his last 3 games, shit, I mean, look, he playing damn good defense, but then again, he ain't. Because I mean, his defense is ranked 14th, but they can't score. And, and I'm gonna tell you the problem with them 3 games, and we're gonna close out on him real quick. If you go back and check out his 3 games, the big thing here was he stopped the pass and he stopped the run when it was necessary. Guys ran the ball all over him, but he stopped them when it was necessary, and he got the turnovers when it was necessary. Look at the Eagles game. The Eagles had 3 turnovers. I believe he fumbled all 3 times, probably in the red zone. You go back and look at the Texans game. The Texans threw, I think, a lot of interceptions that game. He had 4 takeaways that game. He allowed a lot of passing. He allowed 151 passing yards because we know Texans are pass heavy. Only allowed 59 rushing yards, but he had 5 sacks. The turnover differential was crazy.
Couldn't be in the NFC giving up those kind of rushing yards.
Hell no.
Because I think for the most part, I mean, I'm speaking up for myself, but everybody got at least 2 back. I know I got me 2 monsters that we'll run that bitch 35 times. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about a passing yard or nothing. I can give a shit about that.
Yeah.
I will run that bitch down your throat if you can't stop the run.
Well, I think, like I said, man, with the Shamrocks here, I mean, I think the only thing that's been helping him a lot is takeaways. First game, he took away 7 times against the Gunners, who was a young team. The second game, he took away 4 times against the Texans, which he's struggling. And then the Eagles, he took away 3 times, which is probably all fumbles. Because the Eagles don't really throw the ball that much. Or he probably was an interception because the Eagles don't know how to throw the ball that well. So, based on that, man, it makes the defense look like they're stellar because they only allow average one fucking point. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. Anyway, let's move on to the number 2 team, man, because we're going to be talking about the damn Dumplings, Shamrocks forever. Talk about the new guy, another new guy in the league, which we're all familiar with him. the Denver Broncos owner. You're Midnight.
Can't Midnight say he coming back and going for an undefeated season.
Hell no.
I mean, he's 3-0 right now.
Hell
He in the hardest, according to most, it's the hardest division in the league.
in the hardest division, that's correct. But let's check out the body of work. Now, before we get to the body of work, let me say this. The damn boy has the number 2 offense and the number 2 defense in the league.
That's what I'm saying.
And if you look at it, except passing, he's in the top 5 category across the board on offense and defense, except on offense and passing yards allowed. I mean, passing yards per game.
He only got 98 yards passing.
But look at the rushing.
But shit, his running game been it's been
Shh.
stupid. Like, I mean, I don't know what he was doing against. He been killing them with I don't know what he called it. Was it Jay Lee? I believe, if I'm not mistaken, his running back.
Mm-hmm.
Been killing them with his running back. So I mean, he averaged like
Lee. And he's number 1 in the league right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, he on top of it. I mean, he been breaking long runs left and right. His passing is only 5 for 6. So like his last game against the Steelers, he only had 51 yards passing, but he had 217 yards rushing, and then he had 8 sacks and 2 picks. You see what I'm saying? So it's just running the ball, taking it out the ball, running the ball, whatnot, passing when you have to, not voluntarily because you don't want to throw it to these coverages, passing when you have to, and then that's it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the formula. That's the formula.
Now, again, he's another one of those teams. I don't see the body of work yet. He played 3 winless teams.
I
mean, damn. He played 3 winless teams, man. The Condors are 0-3. The Bengals are 0-3. The Steelers are 0-3. What about that impresses you?
So he played the AFC North,
Basically.
And he beat all of besides the Ravens.
That's the only team that haven't played yet in that division.
I mean, it's not impressive, you know what I mean? But 3-0 is 3-0. He's number 2 in the power rankings. So I'll play him this week. I know damn well I'm scoring some points. So I know I ain't getting 5. Boy, I know that shit ain't gonna happen.
Well, you better show up and show out, boy. I tell you that much, because
he better stop my run. He better stop my run if I gotta stop his. So we may have 13 passing yards. So we'll see. So I mean, like I said, he got me this week, and I mean, then he got the Blues, then he got the Seahawks, then he got the Blues, then he got the Ravens, then he got the 49ers. So we're about to see right now in this next 6 weeks if he's really an undefeated team, or if it was just because he was playing AFC North.
I think that's what it is. This is his first year in the league. I don't think that he's gonna make the playoffs this season, man. I don't think this will be the year for him. And
out of that division, though, they gonna get 2 teams out of that division.
He'll get 2 teams, but I don't think he's gonna be the second. They might slip up and get 3.
That's what I'm saying. They might get 3 because we know the Shamrocks gonna win his division. Seems like the Ravens feel like he gonna win that division, and then somehow they got a team 1-0-2 that's winning their division. Who the hell is that?
the Brooklyn Beast, formerly known as the Buffalo Bills.
His ass in the playoffs, and he won 1 game.
But hey, before we move on, that's another one of my sleeper teams. That guy shows up to play football. I don't give a damn who he's playing. He's coming there to play football, and you better bring your A game, because you're not scoring many points on him when you come there to play.
It must be something, because I haven't saw his defense, but his defense must be pretty elite.
Hell yeah.
I mean, he only scoring 9 points, but he only giving up 7 and shit. So hey, kudos to that man. Only reason I'm mentioning him is because he's damn tired.
Yeah, which is unheard of in our franchise history, football history. I don't know if it happened in NFL history before, where a team is tied twice in one season. I mean,
first 2 games of the season.
But he can't get offense.
But he got a good defense. So number 1 on the power rankings is who?
Number 1, the fucking Dallas Cowboys.
That's in your division.
Stay dirty.
We stay dirty
And
on your ass.
that motherfucker play dirty too, though. We stay dirty, play dirty with his scandalous ass. Man, what can I say about this guy, man? I mean, let's take it back last season. Last season we had an incident where we stayed dirty, where we had a debate about playing the computer team when somebody was absent. They had to go on autopilot. Should I play the computer team or not? Or whatever the case may be. And he decided to restart the game 3 times against one of those opponents. I can't remember who exactly it was, but he restarted the game 3 times to get his victory. Then
Did he get the victory?
He got the victory finally.
All you gotta do is play cover 3 versus the computer, man.
That's it. I don't even gotta play that shit. I play cover 2 against the ass and just dominate them. But anyway, that's besides the point. The boy, we discovered later that he did it again earlier in the season against the Broncos, when the Broncos were a computer team, and he restarted 12 times against the computer team.
He ain't restarted no fucking 12 times.
12 times. 12 times.
That boy put in about 3-4 hours of work, huh?
Man, I'm trying to tell you, with all them restarts, bro, I've never seen that shit before in my life. Now, in most leagues, 99% of leagues, he would have been booted from the league. But being the understanding guy that I am, all I did was hand it down on the suspension form. And I'd be damned if that suspension didn't affect his team. Man, he was rolling. He was steamrolling through everybody that he played up until that suspension. When that suspension happened, he was suspended for 2 games. After those 2 games of him being suspended, his team went all the way downhill. And what I'm guessing he did was, during that suspension and doing all those games, he went on YouTube. After all the games, he came back on YouTube kicking ass. He said, I'm going to show you motherfuckers. I'm going to show y'all that I'm not to be fucked with. I'm going to get on YouTube. I'm going to buy me an ebook. I don't give a damn how much it costs. I think he might have paid $150 for that one play that he has. But it's working.
And I don't know what play that is, but he got the number 1 offense. He got the number 1 offense right now, putting up 36 points per game. I mean, he's giving you 150 passing, and he's giving you 141 rushing. So, I mean,
yes, it's solid.
You're on top of it, man.
It's solid, dog. And he's number 1 in points scored. The damn Cowboys. But hey, I'm happy for him because he's representing the division well. He's keeping the division strong. And
I mean, what are you gonna do in that division? Because I'm looking at his schedule: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's probable that if this continues, he could be 8-0 before his bye week.
And it's possible. It's very possible. I don't take anything from it. I think he could be 8-0. Do I see him winning the division? I think it's gonna come down between me and him. I can say that much.
Are you gonna be able to catch him at 8-0?
Oh yeah, I'll catch him. Because he's gonna lose some games. Because one thing about it is we play the same divisions. And some of them teams in that division he's gonna lose to, and I'm gonna beat him.
He got the Panthers coming up, the Giants coming up, Eagles coming up, the Colts coming up, then the Eagles again.
Yes.
Hey man, that ain't nothing, man. That's like about 5 wins.
Yeah, you right.
If he can pile those 5 up and go in 8-0, the second part of his schedule is a little bit tougher. But I mean, hey, this what happens, man. When you suspend a man, that man comes back. He got time. He had about 5 days where he wasn't able to do shit. So he went and got on YouTube. He done figured out some shit, and he say it's a wrap now.
It's a wrap. Hey. You know what? And he's making Giovanni Bernard look like a fucking All-American, man.
I didn't know who that was.
I said, who the hell is that running that ball? Giovanni Bernard.
I turned that stream on, and the ball flew in the air, and I said, what the fuck is that? I thought it was gonna be a fumble. I ain't never saw this shit before. So
I went for 80.
I didn't know what I thought he had did that on accident. You know what I mean? Man. So, but this was the damn play. Yes. I said, this boy brought option offense on your head.
Dog, I've never seen an option like that in my life, bro. That shit worked well. Way too well. I've never seen that shit. And he made Giovanni Bernard look like he's the second coming, man. But I mean, I guess he's a good player. He's 91 overall, 91 speed, 94 acceleration.
But he usually a play. I don't know if that's been XP that he been using, but that's usually a player that people keep. But he's like a specialist. Like we don't. I haven't saw anybody keep him as a primary back. So I mean, like I say, kudos to him. I just haven't saw it. So he doing something that I ain't saw nobody else do. I mean, most people have him on the roster. He up there, Deion Lewis there, where you keep him, nice little swing back, somebody change your pace, get down by the goal line or whatever. But he got him as a primary back. So
I mean, total different back from last season. Total different back from last season, bro. The Joker last season, he had 110 attempts for 457 yards and 3 touchdowns on the season. And now it's 2018. He has 52 attempts for 407 yards and 7 touchdowns already.
That's that motherfucking play on your ass.
That's that play. And that's all them yards come from that damn play, because he did that shit on me like 2 or 3 times, man, and scored. Unfreaking believable, man. Unfreaking believable, dog. That's some gimmick shit, though. I don't think that shit's gonna last, man. But
that one shit, you see what's his name figured it out. Who had it? It's about 3 gimmick offenses. Orbit, that shit don't work. So he figured that out. He been losing in I don't know who else that
was. He ain't never been good to me. I don't know why the hell he think he's just such a great player anyway.
Boy was winning the division, wasn't he?
Yeah, he won it last season, I believe.
I was trying to get Joe Mixon out of him, but he wouldn't let me get Mixon. I had to go back and get Gurley, but now he's talking about he going to demote Mixon over the depth chart.
Oh, man.
Because he's not playing well.
Yeah, that's
somebody go get it for me.
Similar to me, because I can get rid of McCoy ass, who's over there acting injured all the damn time. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't have no faith in the Orbits. I don't have no faith in anybody that run these gimmick ass offenses, including the Dallas Cowboys. I don't have no faith in him.
3-0, man.
So what? Everybody else 3-0 and 2-1. What does that mean?
Man, put up 62 points, man.
Hey, kudos to him, like you say. More power to him. I don't think he's gonna stay strong throughout the whole season, but if he does, it just makes it look good for our division, for our conference. So I'm happy for him. I'm proud of him. Congratulations on #1 spot. Hopefully he can stay there, but I don't think so. But hopefully he can stay there and represent us well, man.
We will see. And his defense been playing pretty solid. I think he got the rookie linebacker. That's
I want to get him from him.
Spencer Sam, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah.
And then the Ravens, I know he don't want me saying this shit because he ain't like this person sorry. But, what's it? Royce Derringer? Shit, I don't know.
Oh, it's running back. No, it's yes, it's running back.
It's running back.
Yeah. Oh, he's balling.
He acting like he's not good. Like, he's 69 overall. I don't give a damn about that 69 overall.
He's balling right now.
Running back that's a good running back. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best rookie running back, and the wide receivers will be. I don't know who this wide receiver plays for. Nate Lemon. I don't know why I wanted to say that was Larry Jizzle, but I don't think that's who he played for. But I could be wrong.
I don't know, man,
but that's the best. But it's a running league, man. If you can't run the ball, you gonna lose. Like literally. So it's like remember we used to have like 1,000 yards, 13, 14, 1,500 yards after 2-3 weeks. I mean, it's one quarterback with 5 touchdowns in the league.
That's crazy.
One. It's 4 running backs with 5 touchdowns. So,
that's
hey,
crazy.
man.
That ought to tell you something right there.
If you can't run the ball, it's going to be a long years ahead on Madden 18.
Hey, and just to talk about one of our top guys, man, looking at that game right now, the Thunderbirds versus the Gunners right now, they're live in the 4th quarter, and the Thunderbirds up 14-7. I don't know, man. You say the Gunners are good. Let's see what they can do.
The Gunners rebuilding. That's a real rebuilding team. But didn't they make a trade with each other?
Yeah, they traded quarterbacks.
Okay, yeah. So that's just he got Deshaun Watson and he got
That's right. The battle of the quarterbacks that got traded.
Yeah, they made a trade or whatever. So they finally playing each other.
The rookie quarterbacks, the 1-year quarterback versus the rookie.
I don't know if I would have traded Watson. I don't don't know.
Hey, the deal that he got for Watson was good. It was good, and he got another solid ass quarterback, Willie Beeman. Yeah, it's a hell of a trade. That's a hell of a trade in my eyes. I think so. He got a first and a second and a quarterback.
Somebody was offering me. Somebody was giving up. I don't know who the fuck that was, but they giving up firsts and seconds for that damn fullback.
They crazy as hell. I'd never give him no first and second for no fullback. Not no motherfucker running 69.
This is what I'm saying. You said my fullback was slow. I said that motherfucker slow. My fullback 77. His ass 69.
He got lineman speed.
He got 92 impact blocks, but shit, he got to get to the motherfucker before he impact the block. This nigga got 69 speed. Ravens out there trying to police people because they see a 92. I'm trying to police people, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Talking about they offering me a second then a full point. I say, well, shit, they can have him. I give your ass a 6. I can't offer you no second and no fourth.
Hey, man, look here, man. We'll talk about your trades another time, man. It's time to wrap this up, man. Look here. We've been talking for over an hour. We gave y'all a lot of news today, man. A lot of insight on these teams, man. Hopefully you all tune in and y'all listen to what's going on. Hopefully you got something out of the show. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and you can have more of these coming, man. It's just been a busy-ass season. Been busy-ass time for everybody. TGB bullshitting around. Could have been got this done a long time ago. But, hey, it's done. It's here. We got the first podcast out the way. We ready to rock and roll, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, any final words?
Hey, man, we'll be back with it. When we'll come back in week 8?
Week 8. We coming back before that. We want to do this shit every weekend, hopefully.
Well, we're going to try to get back next weekend. If we can't get back after the events, then, well, that's the plan, man. Well, fuck it. Let's do it next weekend, then.
Next weekend.
Next weekend. That's the plan.
There we go. We back on it. All right, folks. That's a wrap, man. Thank you for tuning in to BLB Radio. We'll talk to you later. Peace.